Hello, everyone. I am just gonna have a chill Sunday, and I want to cook up a few recipes to start up my week. Monday, Tuesday, probably Wednesday, but Monday and Tuesday is going to be the days that I'm going to prep for. And I've got some ingredients here that I'm going to be working with today. I'm going to make a delicious pasta, and I'm also going to make some chiles rellenos. So the first thing that I want to get started with is my cheese. My mozzarella cheese that goes inside the chile rellenos is very necessary. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to have to make this cheese sauce, and hopefully I can mute it so you don't hear the blender. Okay, so I'll figure that out when we get started. First thing I want to do is drain my sunflower seeds. These are sunflower seeds. I drained them. I soak them. I'm going to drain them and add fresh water. And I'm going to blend them with some water and then blend them with some salt and citric acid and some tapioca salt, tapioca powder. And we're going to make our delicious mozzarella cheese. I just got to drain it. I'll just move it around. I'll just drain. Okay. Drain the water. And we just add some fresh water. About a cup. Okay. We add it to the blender like this. Okay, so we're gonna blend this. And these are sunflower seeds, and they are going to make my amazing cheese for my chile rellenos that we will make soon. So I'm gonna add tapioca powder, and this is just to bind the cheeses together so it can get nice and stretchy and melty. I also need to get some salt and some white pepper. White pepper is optional if you want to use it. You don't have to use it. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of salt just to give it some flavor. Cheese is not too salty, but it does have a salty flavor to it. I'm gonna add a little bit of white pepper. And then I'm going to blend this. Okay. And I'm gonna see if I can mute my speaker so this doesn't get too loud, okay? Okay, cool. So these are sunflower seeds, and I blended them up with some seasonings, and I'm in a starch called tapioca starch, and I'm going to now transfer it to a pot or a pan, which is a pan. This is a pan. Anything, anyways. You can use anything to be quite honest, but a pan, saucepan, is preferably the best. So all we have to do is move our nuts, our sunflower mixture here, and we're gonna bring it to a boil until the starches activate, which doesn't take too long, about 3 minutes probably. Okay, so what I do here is I'm going to add a little bit of water and I'm gonna clean my blender. So yeah, so today I didn't feel like going anywhere. Just wanted to chill at home and cook. So that's what I'm doing. And now just stir it like that. And just pop that in. There you go. Now, I'm going to put this in the stove. But very quickly, I've got to make another sauce for my other recipe. Okay, so we're just doing the two sauces right now. It's good. We move it to the saucepan. We move it to the stove, and we just let it come to a boil. And we're going to need like a wooden spoon, preferably, to mix it up once it gets nice and thick and stretchy. Okay, so right away, I'm gonna move on to the next sauce recipe because I need the recipe. I need the sauce to be ready. So I'm gonna drain my cashews, which I soaked earlier. I soaked some cashews, and I'm gonna blend them. Pretty easy. I'm just blending cashews with a little bit of water. And this is gonna be like a creamy sauce for our pasta. Just want to make sure it doesn't have anything that can make it colorful or dark. Okay. And then I got a little bit of nutritional yeast, so I'm just gonna add a little bit, not too much. And then of course a little bit of salt. Thou shall not use salt, but I shall. Just kidding. Alright, so I'm gonna blend this up. And again, I'm probably gonna disconnect the thing, okay? Wow, look at that luscious, creamy sauce. This one's going to be for our pasta. It's going to be delicious. Here's our cheesy sauce, our queso, our sunflower mozzarella cheese. I do like sunflowers best for my mozzarella cheese, but you can use any nut you want, literally any nut. You can use almonds, you can use walnuts, pumpkin seeds. The only difference will be the ratio, like the amount will change. So this recipe, I have it already down packed, so I don't really like to change it, but if I do change it, I will use a cup's worth of the replacement. So as you can see, it's already nice and stretchy, like so. Just want to bring it a little bit more to a boil because that way we cook down the tapioca starch and we don't have any flavors of those things. Now I'm just going to look for a container. Alright, so this is pretty much good to go. Give it a little bit more of a turn, stir, and churn. And it's ready. So I'm going to turn off the heat and stir it around for a little bit, trying to remove any bits that are stuck in the side of the pan. And now I'm just going to put it in a container, like so. Hopefully it fits all. Okay. This is going to be really delicious in our chile rellenos because it just gives it so much of that rich, cheesy flavor. And all I do is for the dish is I soak it. Or I wash it right away, to be honest. So that's what I will do. So all I do is I'm going to let this cool down just a little bit and just let it chill. And I'm going to get the rest of my things ready for the next step. One thing that I want to do is cook up some delicious filling for it. Now, this is once in a lifetime thing. I normally don't buy these ingredients, but it was a gift, so I'm going to use it. I'm going to be using this chorizo, and I'm going to mix it up with some onion and tomato. But first, wash as we go. I will wash my dishes. Because it's always better to wash. This stuff is so nutty that and sticky that we have to wash it right away or soak it. So I'm gonna let it soak because I don't want to take too long. I want to get this going. want to get these recipes going so I don't take too much time. My goal is to do these recipes really fast. So let's get started with the next thing. So we have here some basil that I want to add to the recipe. I just want to destem the basil. I want to remove the basil's stem and use it for something else, like maybe tea. Basil tea is delicious. It's magical, anti-inflammatory. It's really good. So I'm going to use basil in my pasta. So let me get started with the filling. And we're also going to do the pasta at the same time. So let's see how we do this. Okay. So I'm going to turn this on as well. And we're going to do the two recipes at the same time. So I have this interesting vegan product here from Uptones. Okay. So I'm going to be using this today. I'm going to move these chilies out of the way. And I'm going to start cutting up my onion so I can put it in this pan. Okay. So what I'm going to do is move this. Okay. And that should have focal view. A focal view. So I wonder how everybody's Sunday is. My Sunday is fantastic. I'm going to cut part of it to add to the other recipe. Okay? Because sharing is freaking caring. And we're going to share this onion with the other recipe. Okay? Ready to go? As a matter of fact, let's just cut the whole onion and then we will distribute it. Okay, then we just get that. And I'm just cutting it kind of casual, but I normally would have cut this very perfect. But it's good. It's good enough for me, I think. All right. So we're going to add some to the first recipe, mostly to that recipe, and then a little bit to this one. Okay. And now we're just going to allow it to do its thing. So I got tomatoes here for that recipe. Here are chorizo. We're going to add some tomate, some cebolla, onion, tomato. And I got a little chili over there. I think that I'm going to add that right into there. Oh, wait, you know what? No. I'll skip that because the poblano pepper might be spicy and we don't want to get too spiced up. So I'll take that back. Just this is fine. Okay. Now I'm going to open this thing up, see what we got here. Smells good. Smells healthy. It's probably made of like walnuts and stuff. Let's see. It's a vital wheat gluten recipe. And I'm not into vital wheat gluten, but I'll eat it. Yeah, I'm not really into vital wheat gluten, but I'll eat it if it's available and stuff. I just think that we shouldn't eat, at least for me, I shouldn't eat it often because vital wheat gluten is it's it's harder to digest in the gut. I think, in my opinion. Let me go shush my dogs. So, so I think vital wheat gluten is good. Like it's a good ingredient for like the meaty food, but like I don't think that we should be eating it too much because I don't know, it just doesn't digest that well, and that causes different things, different issues. I'm gonna add a little salt on both. Let's do this. Here's the other thing that I need to use. This is for the pasta, which I'm gonna be using as well. Like I said, this was a gift, and I love using these ones every now and then. That's why I wanted to make a live with it. I didn't want to make a video on it. I just wanted to try these ingredients out because they're super cool. These ones are plant-based sausages. These are delicious. I didn't grow up eating so much sausage, but I love the vegan ones. They're super good. But like I said, I don't buy them often. Since I'm going to make a huge batch, I'll be adding all of it, the whole package, because this is a one-time thing, baby. I don't normally buy this stuff. Just one recipe. Every now and then I'll get some ingredients donated to me just because people just like giving. All right, so we add our chorizo in here. This is vegan chorizo. Okay. And we may even want to add just a little bit of these sausages. Okay. Super meaty. All the meat eaters would love this. Look at that. Let's get closer. Doesn't that look scrumptious? It looks yummy. I'm gonna lower the heat down just a little bit. Oh wow, look at that. That looks super good. Yum. And this is gonna go in our chile rellenos with some delicious cheesiness. All this is nice looking. So on the other pan, I want to add the rest of the sausages in there. And we're gonna saute that as well. Just let it get charred. So we got these two things going here. Two delicious meals. And this one, we're just gonna cook it like so. And I think it's ready already. I would have probably sauteed a little bit more of the sausages, but It's pretty good now. I'm gonna turn off the heat and let it cool down slightly. Okay. But for this one, we're gonna saute. We're gonna saute the sausages so they get like some color. And then we're gonna add our pasta. This one's a really easy recipe. It's super, super simple. Just saute your ingredients. And put your pasta, and voila, simple. Okay. So I don't want to waste any time, so I'm going to add my pasta. Okay, and we'll just break it up slowly. Look at our amazing creamy sauce here. Made with just cashews and water. I'm just going to add it into the dish. Super good. This is one of my favorite creamy sauces. And don't you worry about that blender. I'm going to add some water in just a moment. I'm going to add some water to clean out the blender. So I just add a little water, and then you add I can just close it. We clean the blender. Okay, and from there we add it to the dish. That way it adds extra moisture so it can separate the pasta. And this looks very delicious. Let's get closer. Let's get a close up. I'll even get some lighting. I'm going to lower down the heat and just stir the pasta. This looks super delicious and creamy. It probably only needs some salt and pepper. So I'm going to add a little salt. And just a little bit more pepper. This is white pepper. I'm going to use it for this white sauce. Super delicious. Now I'm just going to get some seasonings for my other ingredients, for my other recipes. That way we get the show on the road. So the last thing that I'm going to do to this delicious pasta is to cut some basil. I got to cut some basil for the finishing touch. This is going to add some delicious greenery to it. It's going to add some fiber and some extra minerals and stuff. So it's going to be delicious. Today I want to chop it up nice and fine. That way I don't notice it too much. But it blends in just nicely. Okay. There's a little bit of a stem here. I'm going to remove that. So we've got our amazing basil, and we shall add it to our delicious pasta. Okay. All right, and then we stir. Pasta is so good. It's already making my mouth very watery. Oh wow, look at that. That looks so yummy. Now, later on when I heat it up and stuff, I'll add like some yogurt to reheat it and make it like more creamy. Okay? But as you can see, look at this. This looks so delicious. So delicious. It's very nutritious. Healthy form of carbs. So that's that. Let's get a serving tray for it. Yeah? Here's our beautiful tray. Okay, so now put this beautifulness into this tray. Maybe I could do it with one hand. We'll see. Yeah. This is delicious. It's made with all plant-based ingredients with a cashew sauce and some vegan sausage. Of course, you can do it however you like. These are just ideas. Just chilling, having a happy Sunday here. Cooking up some prep for me. This is super delicious. It's gonna be super good for mañana, tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna eat some right now, but after we cook, I still got one more recipe to go. I want to make 2 recipes for you. I've been meaning to upload and film lately, but life happens. Okay. So sometimes life happens and people can't just upload. But I love uploading and I love cooking, so here I am once again. I'm uploading a video. Okay, so now we have pasta that is ready. We can even add a little bit more of the nutritional yeast at the very top. And there you have it, friends. An amazing, delicious pasta recipe. I wonder if I could take a picture of that. No, I can't. Well, we'll have to take a picture later. So there's the first recipe. Delicious pasta with some sausage, all plant-based, of course. Okay. Now, I'm going to finish up the last recipe for us. We'll just leave that there. And I don't think I'm going to need all this nutritional yeast. So I've got to clean up this stuff here. And then I got a bunch of dishes that I need to clean up. That it's important to just show the world cleaning is a task. So I wanted to just clean up really quickly, make it look good for you. Good for you. For you. Okay, so we're gonna need this for our next recipe. Oh my god. Sorry, my dogs. I did want to add some seasoning, so I'm gonna add some chicken seasoning. Vegan friendly, of course. Okay, so vegan friendly seasoning. Add a little bit. Another chicken vegan seasoning. And some black pepper. And I cough because pepper is strong. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that right here. And we'll grab just any kind of spoon here. And I should show you how my dogs look, huh? Let's go see them. That way you know who's barking out there. Shh. Silence, pups. Shh. Those are my pit bulls. TJ and Max, the sisters. And my big doggy right here. Alright. Let's continue our cooking sesh. So I'm gonna fix this. Okay. So I wanted to just clean up real quick, if you don't mind. I wanted to just clean up really fast. Because why not? At least this blender does. You know, it's killing me. It's looking at me. It's saying, clean, clean me. And then here, we'll just add some water. All right, fam. We wash the dang dishes, okay? All right. dish place. Dish washing station is nice and clean, as you can see. Very important. Gotta tell my dogs to shush. They're freaking annoying. Gosh. Let's go tell them to shush. They're little cuties, but they're annoying. So, here we are, the last recipe of this time we have together. And so far, we made our pasta. You're going to have to tune in later to watch it. But we have our amazing chile rellenos that we will make, stuffed with deliciousness. Let me get some light closer. Gotta get some lighting. You know what I mean? Cannot be without any lighting, because then things don't look good. Okay, so here we are. The last recipe I'm gonna make for the week is this amazing chile relleno recipe that I just created right now, because I do that. I make recipes. This one's gonna be super delicious. I hope you check it out later on, the full recipe. But it's super easy. What I'm gonna do is add some quinoa and some black beans. Let me get that right now from my amazing refrigerator. I'm gonna open this up. And welcome to my fridge. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. I actually need to tell my dogs to be quiet. Let's go check them out. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you being annoying? Let me tell my dog to shut up. TJ! Shh. TJ! Hey! Shh. Stop it! Shh. 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 Relax! This is my annoying dogs. You probably hear them. Alright. Shh. Now keep it down. Alright. So now we will continue our cooking session, because we are almost done. And our recipes are almost done. Okay, so I got an idea on adding a little bit of quinoa, because I got some quinoa in my domain. So I'm gonna add a little bit of quinoa, about a half a cup. And then I'm going to add some black beans. So I'm gonna add not the juice. I need to get rid of the juice. That'll just mess things up. Okay, there you go. Okay, just about a third, 2/3 of a cup. That's what I added. We can add more if you want. You can actually use just beans instead of the vegan stuff that I used. But like I said, it's once in a lifetime thing here. I more than likely will never make this recipe again, nor buy these ingredients. It's just that that's what they are. You know, give me a moment. I'm going to go ahead and stop these hooligans. Get in. Get in. There's my little dogs. They are being annoying. So now they're in punish mode. There's TJ. There's Max. Cuties. So now, let's get back to the video. Video. Okay, so this is the part where we get down and dirty. Because we're going to have to clean these guys out. But look at this deliciousness. Let me get closer. Shh, TJ, go. I'm just going to stir this. Look at that. Looks super meaty and delicious. Something that would go into a delicious green bell pepper. I just want to eat this all up right now. Looks bomb. Now from here, we add the cheese. Okay, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons worth first. And this will solidify if you let it overnight. But I'm going to add it just like that right now. And look at this deliciousness. This is a great way to make things nice and cheesy, but not using any cheese, any dairy at all. You're just using nuts, which are a great source of cheesiness. It's a perfect way that nature created these nuts to create these certain nut butters and nut creams to make our lives a living heaven with flavors. Isn't that amazing that nature is so cool? That nature created over 30,000 fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, and all kinds of plant-based ingredients that we can eat and survive off of. That is so amazing to me that nature created so many plants for us to, pick and choose which one we want. And the most really cool part is the nuts that we can blend and create into creamy recipes and stuff. Because it's super magical how these nuts can make a creamy sauce. This is only sunflower seeds and some starches, and it's super cheesy. It tastes super good. I can't believe it. So now it's ready, and I really want to get a bite out of this. It looks super good. So I'm gonna add this to a plate. That way we can store it if we need to, and of the extra. We can store any leftovers or any extra bits and stuff like that. Okay, cool. So the next thing that I need to do, which I needed to do earlier, but I didn't. So here we are, is to trim and prepare our chilies. One thing I want to do is peel some of this off. I'm not a perfectionist. I don't like to peel super perfect because I'm not a perfectionist. I don't care about being perfect. I just get it done, okay? So what I'm going to do is remove as much as I can of the peel. And since I've allowed it, I did this yesterday. Shh. Hey, Max, relax. Damn, she could echo her bark really loud. You need to chill. Shh. Shh. Damn, my dog, she's super annoying right now. She's on patrol. Maxine, shh, keep it down. Shh. Got to remind her to shush. So I'm not a perfectionist, and I just love to make the recipes as close to it, but I'm not gonna like dedicate myself to make it super perfect. I just I just make the recipe so it can that works. Make a recipe that works. Don't make it so difficult. That's the motto. Yeah. So I'm actually gonna lower this down a little bit. Angle it down. Okay. There we go. That way we can see all that we can see. Okay, get my hair back. And then just trimming up some of my poblano peppers. We're gonna make some stuffed peppers. Stuffed poblano peppers are one of my favorite things to eat. I love to eat this food. Super good. I grew up eating like this when I was younger. My mom, she would make me chile rellenos. She would stuff them in cheese. What she would do is she would do what I'm doing. She would roast them, and then she would stuff them with cheese, and she would cook them in a tomato sauce. And I really liked them like that. And the reason why my mom did them like that was because she learned that, the original recipe for the chile rellenos are really high in fat because, we have to fry them and we have to dip them in oil. So we have to fry them in oil, and then we have to dip them in an egg and an egg yolk. So my mom, at a very young age in my life, she was like, no, we're not going to eat that way. We're going to not fry that much because frying is unhealthy. It makes you obese. So she always tried her best to really show us the way and really take care of our health. So I really thank her for that. So that's why I like the recipe. So a lot of people might not like this recipe because it's not fried in an egg and whatnot. But I suggest that you give it a try because it's delicious once you get used to not eating with frying foods. So I want to make a hole here, an incision, and I want to remove just the little seed thing. Okay. And I want to add some of this, goodness. This is some chorizo with quinoa and some black beans with mozzarella cheese. Super good. So we're going to place them somewhere, doesn't matter where. I'll just place them right there. So I'm going to make another incision here. Some operation, the only operation I would be doing, because I really don't like blood or any of that disgustingness. That's why I kind of like when I was in culinary school, I kind of quit. I quit. Um, I don't know. It disgusts me. Fabricating all chickens and ducks and all kinds of animal bodies made me really disgusted. So I really didn't want to be a part of that anymore. I didn't want to be a part of that at all. So um, through the middle of my semester, I of my culinary school, or close to beginning, I became like fully vegan. So, but I always allowed myself to, stay vegetarian, especially like around social environments when I became in the beginning. I allowed myself to be vegetarian sometimes for a couple of years, and then eventually I became fully vegan, and now I am fully vegan. But hey, sometimes people make mistakes. and I am one of those people. Sometimes I'll have something with dairy, especially in the a few years ago. Like I said, it's not a big deal for me. It's not the end of the world because I know who I am and I know what I am and what I represent. And I represent veganism, and I believe in health. I believe in plant-based health. I believe that humans thrive better in a plant-based diet. So I really do believe in those things, and I I promote them, I live them, and I talk about them. Okay. It's so this looks so good. These small ones are kind of hard to stuff, but I am going to stuff this baby. And all you have to do is bake them or air fry them, which is what we're going to do. Or you could even put them in the microwave. We'll put one in the microwave to taste. And then we'll see how it goes. Oh, wow. Look at that. This one's very seedy. So now we just give it a good stuff. Because the cheese is it functions like a real mozzarella cheese. Like it stays solid, so it doesn't drip or anything. Like I guess you can see, it's nice and solid. So what we're gonna do here is add it to our air fryer, and we're gonna add these to the air fryer for a few minutes, not that long, because then they get like really dry. But look at these; they look so good. Stuffed stuffed poblano peppers. They look so delicious. They're stuffed in a chorizo with black beans, quinoa, and some sunflower mozzarella, which is plant based, but you can use anything you want. I use dairy free ingredients because, I'm allergic to that stuff, but you can use the recipe and make it your own however you want. I really want to give it a taste. Mm. Oh, wow. That tastes really good. It tastes like something people are used to. Kind of tastes like hamburger helper. So these poblano peppers, stuffed and made delicious, will go into the air fryer for about, I think this one will go for about 15 minutes or so. These ones, these small ones, I'm going to put them at the bottom. But I do want some height. And don't judge my racks. I know that they're not the cleanest. Oh, nope, not going to work. No height. All right. Okay. Turn this on. And we're going to air fry for 20 minutes. And I'll take one out like really quickly in a minute so we can try it, and then we're done with this amazing live. Mm. This is really good. This is really, really good. This will go good in a quesadilla or whatever. Mm. It has a lot of flavor. It's super good. This filling, amazing. So this is the other recipe that we did. An amazing pasta. Now, I'm going to be the only one to eat this, so my cooties. So I'm going to try it. Mm. Mm. That is really good. This is an amazing, delicious pasta recipe. I'm going to get one more taste and show you how it tastes. Mm. That's really good. Especially, not gonna lie, the sausage is really tasty. Mm. So good. Okay, so those are our two recipes that we did, and I'm very proud of it. Now we've got to clean up. Clean up. We're gonna add this in here. Okay, so let me get one of these things out so we can try it together. That way we don't waste any time. I really want to try this with you. Okay. We're gonna grab one of these. This looks really good. It looks also very spicy. So why not follow danger? So there is our amazing chile relleno. We can add it with some rice and beans, but it's already in there, so it's a complete meal. There's already quinoa and beans in it. What do you want? My dogs. Wow. This is going to be really spicy, I can already tell, but I want to just get spiced up. F it. I am just going to do it. Mm. Oh, oh wow. That's yummy. Mm. Super yummy. Mm. Mm-mm. Like I said, it's like a complete meal. You can eat one of those or two of those and you're good. Anyways, thank you for watching. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.